The romance genre is one that is full of many, 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 many stories with many of the same characters doing the same things at the same time, at the same point in their lives, all for the sake of getting a little bit of that dick or that puss. And it's, well, for the most part, very boring because, well, the same conflicts happen with the same characters with the same character types that are more one note than, well, a piano with one key. And a lot of the time, romance anime tends to fall flat, especially if it's harem. However, every now and then we get a gem of a romance series, like my favourite in Origairu, or if you count the Monogatari series, but I really don't. And then you get something that is just incredible, that doesn't, conform to the typical romance story where a love triangle forms conflict and that's why the plot happens, or something akin to that, or oh no, there's some sort of tragedy involved, and they end up having to not get together even though they both like each other and have known that they both like each other for like 200 years now. But this whole build-up is worth something, I swear. And it's basically for Horimiya, which is an incredible romance manga. If you haven't heard of it, I wouldn't be surprised. At least I wouldn't have been surprised until it got its anime adaptation. And obviously it has an anime by Cloverworks. And I really like the anime. The manga is infinitely better because it's just Horimiya but more, whereas the anime is condensed Horimiya. But Horimiya is a romance anime that it has its goal of the main couple will get together, and then other things will happen that aren't conflict between the couple for no reason. Miyamura and Hori-san that was really robotic, what the fuck. Those two get together, and that's all that happens. They get together. There's other character drama involved between other characters and other character relationships and friendships and romance and all of that, and family situations as well. But Miyamura and Hori both like each other, and they get together, and a love triangle doesn't form. They don't have issues when they get together. They get together and stay together, and it's refreshing that something that mundane and simple that should be a given is, well, I've lost my original point, but it's just refreshing and very, very strange that something that simple and given, there we are, I'll say the same thing again, it's very strange that something this simple is refreshing and new, if you will, because you have romance anime like School Days where just shit hits the fan because there's pieces of shit, all the characters are just scum. And then you have stuff like insert harem number 26 here, where, oh, there's too many girls, and, oh, main character was seen with girl number 3, and that made girl number 1 very sad, because she thought he was interested in her, not the girl number 1, and, oh no, but Horimiya is, yep, these two like each other, and they get together. And some of their friends, they also like people, and they get together. And it's just very straightforward and simple romance. And yet that is somehow infinitely better than anything written by most romance writers. That was a terrible sentence. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Horimiya is incredibly simple in what it sets out to do. And it is just incredible. The story writing is fantastic. The character designs are immaculate. I love how every character in Horimiya looks. They all have beautiful, bubbly, warm, cute, cool, like, they all have incredible designs. And in terms of the anime, the voice casting is done immaculately. The animation is obviously really good. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And Horimiya as a series, I relate to Miyamura a bit more than some people. Well, I say a bit more than some people. I'm sure most people who've watched Horimiya at least relate to Miyamura in some aspects, because you're watching anime, you're probably some sort of introvert and depressed in some form or another. So I relate to Miyamura. Obviously, he's very easy to relate to for people that dwell on the internet, and because of that, I really enjoyed the series. Miyamura is a very relatable character to a lot of people, and just being relatable doesn't make you a good character, but he's also written incredibly well. He isn't just a self-insert. He branches out and becomes his own character. He isn't just there so you can project onto him and, like most power fantasy shows, he is his own individual. He's an individual you can relate to, but you can't impose yourself on. And he's an incredibly good character in that regard. Hori is just cute. She is fantastic. Best girl of the show, obviously. I'd probably say best girl of the season, but I don't really remember what else came out around the time Horimiya did, because remembering that far back is hard. But Horimiya is just plain and simple. It is just good. It is just really good. I'd recommend you read the manga over watch the anime, but if you don't have time for reading the manga, or you just prefer watching anime, then the anime is a very good alternative. It does get to the end of the manga in 12 episodes, but there are big jumps in time between some of the episodes. Like, the last episode is the last chapter of the manga. They're released very similarly in time as well. But it's a plain and simple, really good story with really good characters, and I think you should go read it or watch it if you somehow haven't already. And if you didn't hear about it, well then, now you know. I don't really have a witty transition to end this video, so if you liked it, leave a like, comment, sub, hit the notification bell, you know the usual YouTube thing. And I've been Animosity, you've been you. See you all next time for another video. Ta-ta, for now.